This is a brand new Mazda CX-60. It's Mazda's brand new flagship model. It's their first ever plug-in hybrid. It's smart, it's sophisticated, and it's very sexy. This is Arnold Clark YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. I'm Duncan Vincent. The front of the Mazda makes you think of executive class. The CX-60 has got inbuilt parking sensors, it's got washers for the headlights, and the LED lights are very small, but perfectly bright when you're driving at night. The grille is enormous. It looks like the car's pushing its chest out towards you, and it's wearing a lovely big Mazda logo. When you're sitting in the car, although the bonnet is a very big area, it doesn't feel big. It feels like you're very close to the front of the car, and the low dashboard helps with that effect. The back of the CX-60 is as elegant as the front of the car is, and there's a very novel thing for opening the boot. Swipe your leg underneath, up pops the boot, and that is standard on all models. There's then 570 litres for you to play with in there, and should you need more, put the seats flat, you'll get 1700 litres in total. Diffuser down the bottom, it's trying to be sporty, but it's not trying to be too sporty. Once you find yourself inside the cockpit of the CX-60, you can see that this is very much the flagship premium version of this car. Lovely maple wood finish in the centre console, and the dashboard, the front of it gives you a woven fabric. And the weave along the front of it harks back to an ancient tradition for Japanese fabric weaving. Really nice little touch there, going back to the history of Mazda. The left-hand side of the dashboard tells you the engine speed and the charge that you're using. Right in the middle you've got the speed and battery and fuel on the far right hand side. Nice and easy to read the dashboard and easy layout. The 12.3 inch screen here is all controlled through the rotary switch, and this has driver personalisation system on it. That is really the cherry on top from Mazda to you. When you get in the car, you input your height and it will then tell you exactly where you need to be sitting with the seat and the steering wheel, and it will save that in the memory bank. So every time you get in the car, facial recognition kicks in through mirrors, and the seat and the wheel will be positioned perfectly for you. But it really is a lovely car to sit in. Paddles behind the steering wheel as well, perfect size of steering wheel, I like it. With the 4-cylinder petrol engine and the electric motor, you're going to have a combined brake horsepower of round about 330. To charge the plug-in hybrid battery on a 7 kilowatt wall charger, you're looking at 2.5 hours. And the car will run for 39 miles on pure EV alone. So that's something for you to take into consideration. The WLTP figures are around about 180 miles per gallon. So that's enough about sitting in the car. Let's go and have a shot of driving it on the road. We're on the motorway just now. We're cruising around about 55, 56 miles per hour. It's quite busy with traffic. Earlier on we had to stop, and as you get away from a standing start in EV mode, it drives on EV power. The change over into the internal combustion engine, the petrol driven engine, very smooth. It feels like a little bit of a turbo kicking in. That's it. It's well engineered and it works perfectly. Great visibility at the front of the car because the dashboard's very low and you can see right along to the front of that bonnet. The pillars on the side, the A-pillars, very small as well, very thin, so they don't take up too much of your line of sight. Ultimately, a great car for seeing out the front of, and comfy. But right now, first impressions, it feels nimble. It feels nice and connected to the road. It's quite a firm ride on the road, which is quite nice. And I like the weight of the steering wheel. It's got a little bit of weight about it, so you have to not overly work too hard, but you have to work away at the steering. Liking it, and not a lot of body roll in the car. That's something pretty cool as well. The main thing that's rolling about the car is the lights and the camera equipment in the boot. I mentioned the driving position being nice and comfortable. Also, I've got a really clear heads-up display through the windscreen there. It tells me, for my benefit just now, I've got the sat-nav on the right-hand side, which lane I'm in the middle, and then the speed limit on the left-hand side, which we are driving perfectly to 60 miles per hour along here. And at that 60 miles per hour, there is very, very little road noise coming from the 20-inch alloys that are on this version of the car, and the wind noise practically non-existent. Off. So EV mode lit on the dashboard. The lights have gone green, and away we go. We're still in EV mode, EV mode, EV mode. 15, 20 miles per hour, 15 miles per hour, and it jumps back into the petrol-driven engine. And away we go. Through an amber light. That make me an amber gambler. The gear lever's here. It is an automatic, but it does have the flappy paddles as well, which isn't a good name for them. Flappy paddles doesn't really go well. Paddles behind the steering wheel for changing the gears. It's an 8-speed automatic gearbox, or you can use the paddles on the side, and they're just nice and small. They're tucked away at the back there. They're not too big, which sometimes means that if you go to take your hand off to get the wipers or the indicators, you end up hitting the paddle. These ones, very small, tucked away, comfortable to use as well. And what I can also tell you, brakes, very good. The brakes are nice and responsive. They don't jump at you instantly, but they get progressively better the more you get onto the pedal. And there's a nice firm pedal there under your foot as well. We've brought it from EV mode and hit the little MI drive switch and put it into sport mode. And what that's done is it just seems to, again, like all other features in certain cars, it brings it alive. It's making it more responsive straight away. And we are now very much in the countryside, and it still, again, it doesn't feel like a big car. When you see the CX-60 and you stand next to it, you'll think, wow, that's big. When you're driving the CX-60, you'll think it doesn't feel big at all. The steering, as I mentioned earlier on, for the motorway was perfect. It was nice and easily weighted for you. On these country roads as well, there's not much input needed into the steering wheel to get you to where you need to go or where you want to be. Good stuff. We'll take it from the junction and we'll give it just a little bit of acceleration away here and just see what it's like, see what she does, and whoo! Okay, let's just calm ourselves down there. That was good. Sport mode, like it. And we're heading up a very, very steep hill in the CX-60 as we accelerate a bit to up towards 60 miles per hour. It's effortless, really, really effortless to get up that hill, and it glides over the bumps so well. The road holding and the connection you feel through the steering wheel, your bottom in the seat, and everything else that's going on, it just feels perfect. Well, I hope you enjoyed the Mazda CX-60 half as much as I have. From the minute I got in this car to where we are now, the smile really hasn't left my face. Why not like and subscribe to the Arnold Clark YouTube channel? You can do that just below this video, and hit the bell icon as well so you never miss an upload from us.